More now about the wines and the winemaker and Four Seasons here, and this is the question. So, Abhay has actually been associated with the wine industry for several decades now, and we can probably say that if we talk about Abhay's journey in the wine industry, it's similar to talking about the history of Indian wines. So, probably can you tell us about your journey in the wine industry in India specifically?
Uh, well, the if you talk about the serious wine industry, or you want to talk about the quality wine industry in India,
Mm-hmm.
wherein you made the wine using wine varieties of grapes.
Right.
This started somewhere around 1984,
Mm-hmm.
when the then Champagne India Limited,
Okay.
which was a project to make sparkling wine in India for 100% export,
Okay.
with a French collaboration with Champagne Piper Heidsieck. Um, that was my first job actually,
Okay.
and I started with them as a training engineer. I'm a chemical engineer by profession, and then when they were employing people, they told me that we are going to employ three people,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to be trained under French wine makers.
Okay.
And if the French winemakers believe that you have the palate and you have the knowledge and you have the intensity to understand wine and work in a winery, you will stay. And after 6 months, if you don't select you, you have to go and find another job.
Right.
That was the employment condition. So
Okay.
I took it as a challenge because I was also trying to do something which was very challenging, which was innovative, which was, I didn't just want to get into a heavy chemical industry and do the same things again and again. So I took up the challenge, and fortunately for me, just after 3 months after I joined them, the French wine masters said, yes, we will train him, and we need him, we want him.
So that was your first success.
Yes, and at the end of third month, in fact, I was on my flight to Champagne,
Oh, in France.
which was also my first international flight.
Right.
Then I went to France. I stayed there for 6 months. I work at the cellar level with the workers to understand winemaking. I visited many regions of France even then. Uh, so there I worked between 1984 and 1991. In 1988, they also started a new company, which was Chateau Indage, which was to make sparkling wine for Indian market. Champagne India was sparkling wine for export market. I was in charge of winemaking for both the units, and I was a winery manager by them already uh, by 1988. But by 91, I just started thinking that there was no challenge enough because they were doing only sparkling wines,
Right.
and I wanted them to start still wines because if you see globally, the sparkling wine sales or champagne sales are 10% of the total wine market. Main business is the still wines. So I wanted them to get into still wines, but for whatever reason, the company was not willing to get into still wines because they wanted to keep their image as sparkling wine producers. They believe that it's a value-added product, and they didn't want to get into it. And it so happened that Grover Vineyards Limited, they were coming up with this project in Bangalore to make only still wines. There was no sparkling wine there,
Okay.
and using wine varieties of grapes. With Chateau Indage, I had worked only with white grape varieties because they were making only sparkling wines.
Right.
So the Grover Vineyards opportunity was to make still wines, to work with red grapes, and with another French collaboration. So I shifted to Grover Vineyards in 91, again to start finding land, uh, find the vineyards, built up a winery.
Right.
Exactly the way I started, the way with Indage. a completely greenfield project. So here I was in Bangalore, and in fact in '91 that was the first time I visited this city. Was when I joined Grover Vineyards. I'd never been to this city before. So I knew nothing. I knew nobody here. I knew nothing about the city. And I came here and I set up Grover Vineyards between 2001 to 2006. Sorry, between 91 and 2006.
Right.
To start a greenfield project and make it an international brand as we know it today.
Right.
So that was a long journey, and you know, I in the process worked with Champagne Vauclicot, who were our partners. I worked with the best consultant in the world, Michel Roland. Not only in India, but I spent a lot of time with him in France also, in his property, in his chateaus, wherever he does the consultancies. I had a great fortune to work with a great man like Michel Roland, and I learnt a lot. And the result was we created La Reserve,
Right.
the first truly internationally known wine coming from India.
Yeah. Right.
Was La Reserve, and I'm very proud and I'm very happy to say that I was the one who played major role in creating that product.
Right.
With Grover Vineyards, we started exporting wine back to France, and we used to say that you know you can't carry coal to Newcastle, but you can carry wine back to France, and we are very successful at that. But then again, by 2007, I was not finding any growth. You know, I was still an employee, and I really had more ambition than that,
Right.
and they were not coming through, and I was losing out on my patience. And then the UB Group, you know, United Spirits Limited, they approached me that we want to start this wine division. We are very big in beer and spirits, but we don't have wine in our portfolio. So another greenfield project.
Okay.
Again, you start buying the land and develop the vineyard and develop the winery. And then I joined them to create this brand Four Seasons. Here again now we have won many international awards. We have a good portfolio. We have a very good distribution. We export our wines. We have created some great product like Witness Reserve we just recently launched. We have very great reviews about our wines, and I think it has been a great journey over the years.
Right. That's a very interesting journey, and I'm sure a lot of users will be very surprised by that. So, thank you, Abhay, for that.